We're back on the press row, and we're talking about Oklahoma State sports. Guys, Oklahoma State's baseball team is in the NCAA baseball tournament, despite the fact that it finished 9th in the 10-team league. My math right on that?
Yep.
Okay. Oklahoma State's golf team dominates stroke play portion of the NCAA golf tournament, and then Friday morning, they don't make it to lunch. They're out when they start the match play portion. Here's the question. Which is the bigger Cowboy surprise? Golf out or baseball in? Jenny?
I'll go with golf out. Baseball in isn't as big a surprise as the golf team out because the NCAA baseball tournament selection is so unknown to me. I really have no idea why they do what they do. And if baseball was a bigger deal, college baseball was a bigger deal nationally, I think you'd see people saying, hold on, there has to be some accountability here. And because it's not a big enough deal in most places, we just kind of allow it to be what it is. So to me, the bigger surprise is the golf team because, wow, what a star-packed team the Cowboys took to the NCAAs, John. Just a shocker.
Well, I'm going to go with baseball because you could see it coming in golf with this dumb format change. Here's the beauty of golf. You add up all the strokes and you see who wins. I didn't know something was wrong with men's golf in the NCAA. Now they add up all the strokes and they say, okay, you guys can keep playing and you guys are done. And when you go to match play, it's the great equalizer in golf. The best teams don't always win. I shoot 3-3-3-3. You shoot 2, 5, 9, 12, and 3. We're tied. That's match play. It doesn't make any sense.
By the way, I'd be for that.
Yeah, you would be for that. But baseball, Barry, I don't know when it switched from, was it 48 to 65? Yeah. 48 was a lot better. I like the 6-team regionals, but I'm going to go with baseball in because you don't make your conference tournament. How the heck can you make the national tournament?
Plus, you called the golf.
Well, yeah.
Well, I think baseball's a bigger surprise because, you get to the final 8 of national quarterfinals of most anything, much less match play golf. Anything can happen. It's not a surprise that they got beat. To me, it was a surprise. People warned us on baseball, said, hey, they still might get in, they still might get in. Frank didn't pack in the uniforms. He kept them practicing. Sonny last year sent the guys home, and he got in at OU.
Come on back.
So, OSU thought he was going to get in, but still, it doesn't pass the smell test. A team that goes 9-16 in its conference and wins, 2 conference series, and really just...
Do we know how many Division I baseball teams there are?
Well, not exactly, but it's well over 200.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I mean, it's into the 200, or maybe 300. There's not many schools that don't play baseball. So, this is a classic case of the powers that be that control college athletics, which are those schools in the 6 conferences. They wield power, and this is another example. Even in something like baseball, a school like Oklahoma State gets in, a school like Rhode Island doesn't.
Isn't this also maybe a case of the difference between the 2 sports? In golf, you have golf coaches sort of micromanaging things. Let's see if we can really change the system, try to pump up interest. In baseball, the obvious change that needs to be made, don't play baseball in February. They're just rolling out there still playing baseball in February, and nobody cares about it. Nobody even knows, really, the committee that gets in there and selects these teams, do you think they've even heard of Rhode Island? That's what you wonder. I mean, the games are not on television. Joe Lunardi's not doing bracketology. You're not doing bracketology for baseball, although you probably should do it for golf now. I was thinking about assigning that to you. But seriously, is this just a difference in the 2 sports, the way this thing came about?
Well, the format changed in golf. It was a Ryder Cup year, and that's when they voted on it. They got caught up in the moment, so they made it a TV event. Problem is, it's not on TV. So
why is it not on TV?
Yeah,
Why didn't the Golf Channel
They wanted
pick
it to be so darn spectacular that the Golf Channel would finally pitch in and go get it.
Why would the Golf Channel not pick it up?
Because I don't know, maybe they thought it was stupid and these aren't good times. But I think they should go backwards in baseball. I think they should narrow the bracket. I think they should go back to 48. I really do.
I can see that. I think I think the questions that are out there about baseball, when especially you have SEC and Big 12 both got 8 teams in. I mean, and granted, these are where the power lies, but still, 8. I mean, I could see if it moved back to 48 and you'd only have 5 or 6 teams out of those 2 conferences, I still think those conferences would feel pretty good about that. But yeah, the scaling back of the bracket would not be the worst idea in the world.
Now, I want to ask, what's wrong with this new golf format, though? I think it's great. I love match play in golf. I think we need more match play in golf. Everybody does get excited about the Ryder Cup, and it's exciting, and it's
Match play makes sense for individuals, Barry. It doesn't make a bit of
He
sense
likes,
for teams.
plus he likes the Ryder Cup format, but he's not so big on picking who's going to win the Ryder Cup, if you remember.
You were the most un-American guy I've ever met.
Okay, that's all for the press row, but you can stay with the best coverage team anywhere, every day at News OK, and every morning in the Oklahoman.